Hello readers, it's Kate from Harris & Harris Books here. So it's been a little bit of a while and I'm very sorry. I have been most busy and most important in book-selling world and some non-book selling world. Lots of visitors, which has taken me away from the behind the counter at Harris & Harris, and for that I'm very sorry. But I'm here, and then I'm not, because I got more friends coming. But by golly, I've been a bit of a time of it. So much has happened. Oh, where can I start? Who's been coming to visit? With lots and lots of visitors, lots of new people, lots of new followers. Hello and welcome. And so thank you to everybody who's been coming to visit. Oh, it makes my heart sing. It really does. Making these pilgrimages, coming to see Harris & Harris Emporiumette. Yes, soon it will be a full-grown emporium when we move down the road. That's terribly exciting. More news on that in a minute. But so thank you to people who've been coming to visit. It's been so lovely to see you. Very humbling. Couple of selfies. So exciting. Makes me feel very grown up and important. Well, important anyway. So who did we have? We had been having some bookshop lock-ins. Details here. Well, not really details here. But yes, they've been picking up sticks again. So we had the lovely Catherine, Carrie and Bev came. Was it last week? Was it a week ago? Was it more? Gosh, a bit more than a week ago. And that was all glorious. Lovely, lovely. All those three glorious girls who came to visit in their gorgeous gowns and looking beautiful. Two of whom had a little holiday in Clare. Stayed down the road and it was glorious. So thank you lot for coming along and lightening your shelves a little and having a little bleat about it on your postings, and it's lovely. And thank you for the shout out for Harris & Harris. And I had a gorgeous little thank you note from Catherine. Oh, she's so sweet. You know, she can't call me Kate. It's so sweet. She calls Mrs. Harris and will not call me anything but. So dearest Mrs. Harris, it starts. So it's just thanking for our lock-in, adored every minute, she said. Oh, you're so sweet. She earned herself a hug, whether she wanted or not. She was saying she showed me her bookmarks that she designed for Simon Savage. And do you all know Simon Savage? Look up Simon Savage and Savage Reads. And his mum also is a book blog and whatnot. Very well worth following. So Catherine does. I hope they get there, and I hope he adores his new bookmarks. He absolutely must. I would be honoured to get those. They looked fabulous. So they're on their way. She was letting me know that she'd sent them. And oh, can't wait for the opening of our new, lovely new jazzy bookshop. We'll be there. Can't wait. Thank you for that. I had another postcard. Lovely Matson. Thank you for that. Dear Kate, there are many joys of being an author, but meeting you has been one of the highlights. You are fab. Matson. Thank you, darling. Thank you. That was very cute. That made my heart sing a bit. And then I got this in a post. Just take a moment, look, we have some bits of artwork here at the bottom, and look at that handwriting. And a sticker. And in it was this, looks beautiful. And this is from Fiona Townsend. Hi there, Fiona, if you're here. I just wanted to say thank you for posting the Hope Stofel books. Yes, I posted them about them some little while ago, a little selection set of three mysteries set around the Blitz in London, I think. Gorgeous, and they've been doing really well, so I sent her a set. Devoured and loved them all. Hoping there can be more. And thank you for bringing these fabulous books to my attention via your What's in the Box. And so thank you, Fiona, for that. So I read that and I thought, well, that's rather glorious. And that has your name. Did you design that? It is rather beautiful. I love it. So it's been sticking up on the wall just here on the staircase going up and here. And it's beautiful. So thank you for that. And I love your handwriting. That is glorious. Gosh, yes, very nice. So that's all been happening. And then this week, my days. How could you miss it? Oh, here's a hint. Like you needed it. Oh my gosh, my very days. So, on Thursday, so what are we today? We are Saturday the 20th. Saturday 20th of August, but 2 days ago saw the release date, the publication date of this, Everything We Are by Karen Angelico. Karen Angelico is my friend and friend of Harris & Harris and a wonderful supporter of Harris & Harris, but also for many other debut authors. She's been hooving her up, and we've been getting ready for this day when her own novel was being released. So, on this auspicious day of Karen's release date of the 18th, 2 days ago, thinking, oh, well, Karen will be off to London to the big cheeses and the big grown-up bookshops. But no, Karen spent the day, or the morning, at Harris & Harris. So people came in, they swooshed in, and she was kept chattering with lovely people who popped in to see her. Thank you. And then, my days, I gave her a humongous stash of reserved copies of her book. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You're supporting me, you're supporting your high street, but you're obviously supporting the lovely Karen. My days. So thank you for if you've been coming to collect them. There's still a stash. If I haven't messaged you, I think I've got through to most people. Your book is now signed, dedicated and ready for you. And I pretty much sold on. I had 2 copies left. I had a massive stash of reservations, another massive stash for the shop, and I was down to 2 copies. Bestseller, my day. So today we were saved by another box full has arrived. Karen swooshed in and signed them all, and a couple more dedications, and they're in the post. Lauren, you'll get yours very, very soon. It'll be in the post first thing on Monday morning. So it's just to say that we have a whole load more, and here's just a few of them. And aren't they gorgeous? They are. So this, I was privileged to have a proof copy. Let's get back to the book. Brass tacks. This is why we're here, isn't it? Let's talk books. Karen very sweetly gave me a proof copy of her book, of this book. Gosh, Karen, when was it? When did you hand those out? Heavens, early this year. And I quickly finished what I was reading because I can't do 2 books at once. And I jumped in. There was a shush at the Harris homestead while I read this. Oh, my days. Oh. So, this book comes with a warning. And here it is. We have marriage. Yes. It's basically set around 2 couples. We have marriage, friendship, guilt, desire, secrets, and lies. And it is, in essence, a book about love. In all sorts of connotations of love. And what it means to say it, and mean it, and not mean it, and our search for it, and the damage that it can cause. And this is one hell of a novel. This is Karen's debut novel. Gorgeously packaged, gorgeously published. You probably saw it in the previous post, and Karen very cleverly matched her outfit to the blue on here. This has been getting the most incredible reviews. It's in the national newspapers. It's going to be everywhere, and you saw it here first. Come and get them. I have signed copies, a few, and I can get more. Karen is local. She will do some more for me. Anyway, I loved it. It's hot. It's spicy. It's damaged. The book's not damaged, obviously. The characters, they're flawed. They're urgent, they're needy, they are, well, one particular one. Oh, it's just incredible. Come in, grab it. So many of you out there have been getting them, so thank you so much. I hope you've been enjoying it. It is just incredible. I don't gush quite so much in every book, but when it needs it, you get it. And here it is, Everything We Are. Karen Angelico. Right. Oh, and her very talented son has, was it Gabriel? I think it was Gabriel. She has 4 sons. I know it wasn't Milo. Anyway, so one of her sons, very talented artist, has produced some gorgeous postcards. And what he's done, he's taken different scenes from the book and imagined what they might look like. So there are all of these designs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 designs. 7 postcards. So I've slipped some in the books that are waiting to be picked up. Karen went about town today and dropped off a few to some couple of local shops who've been hoovering them up. 3 from the lovely Define Hairdresser down there. So thank you so much for that. She bought 2 as gifts for others, and then promptly came back and brought another one for herself. Thank you. Anyway, so if you've already picked up your book and you haven't had your postcard, pop in. I've got all these designs to show you. Pick your own if you'd like to, or I can choose it for you. Anyway, right, more books. So if you want to know what else is in the delivery here for the next instalment of What's in the Box, Mrs. Harris, then feast your mince pies on this lot. I'm going to jostle between the fiction and non-fiction, not too much on children's, so mostly grown up today. So let's crack on. A bit of a dry throat. I've been wittering and jibber-jabbing for 11 minutes now. I've earned this. Oh my days. Look at the colour of that. Gorgeous. You've got 2 seconds to guess which one. Go on, Michaela. Which one is it? I'll tell you at the next break. Crashing on. Bit of non-fiction. Now this looked interesting. This is a sort of biography, not biography, history of Russia. Okay, now we've all got our opinions. It's all thrust into the media right now, but this is quite interesting. This is Russia, myths and realities. Now, Russia has reinvented itself many times over hundreds of years. It called itself different names, including the Soviet Union and where did I see in here? The Muscovy, Rus, thousands of years. All different names, including the Soviet Union. Did I mention that? Russian Empire. And 30 years ago, it was reinvented again as the Russian Revolution. So this chap here, Roderick Braithwaite, is an expert and a former ambassador. He unpicks facts from fiction to discover what lies at the root of Russian story, more relevant to the rest of the world now more than ever. So this fantastic, great cover. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now, this Roderick Braithwaite wrote a book some years ago, and this is from the second-hand book section. Did you know I have second-hand books as well? I do. Gently used. Upstairs mostly. Non-fiction mostly. And some fiction over there. Anyway, same author, Roderick Braithwaite. I thought the name was familiar. And I rummaged around and I found this, Moscow, 1941. Now, I think he lives quite locally because I've been posting books to a Roddy Braithwaite, who introduced himself firstly as Roderick Braithwaite. It's got to be him. It's got to be him. Anyway, brand new one. Myths and Realities. Fantastic. Slim, but rather scrumptious. Perfectly formed. Got a couple of those. And another one from Mrs. Harris, of course. Crashing on because I think I've been dawdling a little too long here. Bit of cookery. Full bloom. Now look at that beautiful thing. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this is vibrant plant-based recipes for your summer table. And it is full, as you can imagine, the most beautiful food, lovely settings, glorious photography. Really, really, oh, look at that. They call that breakfast pizza. That's not that, surely. Is it? Is that that? It is. This is just beautiful. This is something that you want yourself. Put it on your coffee table and look at beautiful things to lift your spirit. And it's all healthy. It's plant-based. But you kind of need to give one as a gift. It's that beautiful. You need to share that joy. Oh my God. Blueberry lilac nice ice cream. Yes, it certainly is. Rose Lassie. Oh, gorgeous. This is sweet love cupcakes. Very nice one from Mrs. Harris there. Gorgeous. Really lovely. Full bloom. Really nice. Nice gifty hardback. Lovely. And on the shelves at Harris & Harris. Also new in Mediterranean small plates. You know, like tapas and platters and all sorts of things. It says here, platters and spreads from the world's healthiest cuisine. And it is just that, little small plates, little healthy bits and bots, some photographs and things. Really nice. It's Mediterranean and it's going to be healthy and delicious. All the rage, isn't it? These small plates and whatnot. Next up, sticking with the cookery for a little bit here, Simply Chinese. This has been getting a lot of press. I've been seeing this a lot on Instagram. Simply Chinese, recipes from Chinese home kitchen. And it's full of lovely pictures, really nice, step by step, glorious. Smells good too. But what I did happen to spot is sprayed edges. Sprayed edges, love that. So lovely, new, simple Chinese cookery. Very nice. Sticking with the non-fiction a bit longer here, a couple of books about teachers, kind of biographies, some witty, you know, bits and bots. So this one here, Appolina, and how many times have you heard this in your lifetime? I heard it quite a lot. This is your own time you're wasting. Classroom confessions, calamities and clangers. Lovely. So I'm guessing that's going to be really rather funny. Musings, as heard on 2 Mr. P's in a podcast. Yeah. Right then, class, today we're going to be learning about how a strong stomach is essential for a primary school teacher, why parents need to keep a lock on their own toy drawer, whether teachers break wind and blame the children. Surely not. Why teaching is more dangerous than you think. So kind of funny anecdotes and Uja flips. And then this one is head trauma, the bruising diary of a head teacher. Say no more. Many of you out there, you deserve medals. You certainly do. Crashing on small fires. Now this has also been getting loads of price. I've seen reviews in the papers and it looks great. So small fires, an epic in the kitchen. And this is kind of a bit of a history of cooks, home cooks. So that obviously it starts off when a woman's role was to cook food to feed her man. And it was that way for a very, very, very long time. Obviously those days are behind us. Thank you, Mr. Harris. So it's kind of cherishing and thought-provoking, a little bit witty. This is kind of championing cooking again and the joy in cooking and what joy you can get from spending time in the kitchen. Cooking for yourself, cooking for one, cooking for two, cooking for lots. But it's the joy in cooking. Nice endorsement from Nigella Lawson. Intense inquiry into the very nature of cooking. The article that I read was much more eloquent than I could ever be. And it looked absolutely fantastic. Why do we cook? Is it just to feed ourselves and others? Or is there something more revolutionary going on? And that's lovely. You'll see lots of chatter about this in the papers and on social media. Essential reading. Tender, eclectic, intuitively transformative. Love this genre-busting book. Yes, it is genre-busting. Fantastic. Crash on. The Crane Wife. This is lovely. This is a memoir in essays. Now, quite a simple-looking cover. So this starts off the author, C.G. Hauser. It's 10 days-ish, just before she was about to get married, she called off the wedding. And she went abroad to investigate to hooping cranes. As you do. And then it's, as I say, it's a memoir, but in individual essays. And it's fantastic. It looks lovely. So a week wading through the Gulf, she realised she almost signed up to live somebody else's life if she had gone ahead with the wedding. And this Crane Wife, this is a book for anyone whose life doesn't look the way they thought it would be. For anyone trying, thought it would, for anyone trying, if sometimes failing, to find joy in the unexpected. So take the fork in the road. You know, take a gamble. If something's not right, listen to the instinct. So this is a memoir in various, as I said, in different essays, and it picks up on quite a few different things, and it's lovely. I've just kind of dipped into it before I packed it back into the box. And this, I think, is going to be an important read. Good endorsements, good recommendations, just, you know, good all around. What else have we got here? Something completely different. Another biography, Paul Oakenfold, Ready, Steady, Go, My Unstoppable Journey in Dance. And this is the chap, it's a kind of biography of a renowned DJ and dance music pioneer. He kind of went to Ibiza for a couple of weeks and came back perhaps a little under the influence of something, but started a new craze with him back in the 80s, I think it was, 90s. It's all a bit of a blur. Anyway, read all about it. I think it'll be very interesting. As with this, now this is fantastic. Look at the size of that. Endurance. And this is 100 Tales of Survival, Adventure and Exploration, and is edited by the wonderful Leveson Wood, who has done amazing travel writing and kind of endurance related writing. You know, he's kind of an action-packed action hero. So he's edited this, and there's 100 stories. But look at all these authors. So it's non-fiction. Is it all non-fiction? By names you know, names you don't. Lots of names here. 100 Tales, Survival, Adventure and Exploration. It's a heck of a chunkster. That's going to prop a door open or two. Brilliant. Really nice. Good. Worthy. Very, very nice. And not bad. It's chosen and edited by Leveson Wood. Yeah, there's his stuff. Great. Lovely. Action-packed. This was interesting. Now, I've had this many times since it's been out, and I really like it. And there's a couple in this, not really a series. There's this one is here. It's Around the World in 80 Trees. And the other one is Around the World in 80 Plants, which is currently in hardback, and I'm waiting for it to come in paperback. And you know, my little tiny shop, I can't have everything, so I tend to alternate. Get one, sell it, get the other one. Get the other. Got this one back in again, because I remember how lovely it is. And just wait till you feast your mince pies on this. I shouldn't dawdle. I've been dawdling too long. The illustrations really are incredible. And it's littered with glorious artwork. And it's lovely. It's super gifty. Really, really lovely. But you'd want another one yourself. We have this at the house, Hempstead. So it's Around the World in 80 Trees. It picks the 80 trees all around and gives a history of the tree and the surroundings, the country, and it's lovely. So I got that back in. But when I was searching for this little bookish delight, I found this. Not sure when it came out, but I didn't see it. This is a jigsaw. Fantastic. Looks like that. So how many pieces? 1,000 pieces. How did I miss this? This is kind of this in jigsaw form. And I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yes, you can have a closer look. Look at the back. Look at that. Really, really pretty. I can't believe I missed it before. So anyway, jigsaw on the tree thingies, and it's going to teeter on there. No, it's fine. And speaking of jigsaw, I got this, and again, I've had it a little while ago. And then here's another jigsaw of the Land Rover. I love Land Rovers. We have one. We call it Tonka because it looks like a Tonka toy. It's a little newer than that and probably goes a little bit faster. But it's gorgeous, isn't that? Anyone who loves Land Rovers, 1964 Land Rover series. Anyway, looks like a barn find, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And speaking of barn finds, I found this little gem. Came in this morning. Well, this afternoon, delivery was a bit late. Secrets of the Barn Find Hunter. This is by Tom Cotter, and he's written a few books on barn finds and car collecting and, you know, stuff like that. But I love the idea of these barn finds. It's just that, you know, an old barn, derelict, it's been undisturbed for decades. Open the doors, lift up a cover, and goodness knows what you might find. A bit like that. What's that, is an E-type? Don't know, it might be an E-type. Anyway, so this is his newly published again, and it is oh yeah, beautiful. So it is kind of full of barn finds, lovely old cars that he's found. I wonder, does he do them up as well? I should have done a bit more. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, yes. So it's kind of just that, barn finds of lovely old cars. This is lovely. US as well. Oh my days. Just, oh, I love, love, love things like this. Really, really nice. Anyway, Secrets of the Barn Find Hunter. Automotive archaeology. Oh, I like that. Yes, like archaeology, like cars, bit of history. Then that's the book for you. Or your brother, or your dad, your sister, Any petrol head is going to love that. Now, next up, something a little bit different. Dog. Cute. This is Stories of Dog Ownership. And it is a kind of a pictorial love letter to the dog. And what it is, they've picked different breeds, and then they find an they find an owner of interest who has the dog, and they do a kind of little pictorial history of that. Oh, look. Oh, so cute. Did I see something? Oh, look. Who doesn't love a tennis ball? That's so sweet. So anyway, yeah, it goes various breeds, and then it talks about the dog and the owner. Beautiful photographs, bit of chitter chatter. It's really nice. It's very cute, very gifty. So there's a couple of those in the bookshop. Dog, very sweet. Stories of Dog Ownership. Bit more non-fiction. Enzo Ferrari, The Man and the Machine. So biography of Enzo Ferrari. Oh, the Ferrari. Oh, look at those. God, you can always smell it, can't you? Yes, I'm a bit of a petrol head. Oh. Anyway, so biography of Enzo Ferrari. I need to pick these up here a bit. This is The Magic Box, viewing Britain through the rectangular window. Yeah, a lovely researched history of British TV. Nice. Nice, good chunkster. Kind of a social history from your TV. I'm going to come back to... Oh, what have I got in here? No, do it now, Catherine. Yes, that was nice. Gardener's Yearbook. Lovely. Not that we've done an awful lot of gardening. Certainly not much watering anyway. Month by month guide to getting the most from your plot. And nicely done. Nice illustrations, kind of line drawings. What to do month by month. Blah, blah, blah. Nice. The Gardener's Yearbook. Very nice. And then, oh yes, I should have done that with the Leveson. Kind of a bit more travel writing, really. This is gorgeous. Have a closer look. It's beautiful. Look at the size of that chunkster. Really nice. So this is called Hi. This is a journey across the Himalayas through Pakistan, India, Bhutan, Nepal and China. This is Erica Facklin. So she has written many books, travel writing, in depth about the really interesting corners that perhaps you might not get to. Or you hear about but never been or whatever. Anyway, so her books are always good chunksters. I think it was Borders, is that what it has? What's the latest? Oh, it might be a menu in here. It's Sovietistan and the border. Yes, I was right. God, I'm good. Anyway, so look at that. You know how Mrs. Harris loves a map. There it is, first stage. Lovely. Anyway, so gorgeous travel writing, big chunkster by the brilliant Erica Fatland. Really, really good literary travel writing. Oh, I'm a bit dry. Okay, time's up. What flavour? Dams and Vodders, that's right. Surely fantastic it is too. I'm going to scoot on to some bit of fiction now. Oh yes, this was nice. Oh yeah. The new one by Jess Kidd. The Night Ship. I've got a couple of... Oh, now look how different they are. I hadn't noticed that. Slightly different colours. And the reason for that is that's your normal edition. Lovely. This one is a signed independent exclusive edition. Yes, it is. Signed copy. Signed first. Oh, lovely end papers. What does that have? Oh. Nice colour. But it's plain. Signed copy. Oh, glorious. Lovely. Very nice. And one moment. I'm sure I saw that. Yeah. Signed by the author. Very nice. Really lovely. This was an enthralling tale of survival, friendship and two children, hundreds of years apart, whose fates become inextricably bound together. Lovely. That has been getting a lot of press recently. So, yeah, a couple of copies, one of which is signed. Just the one. Next up, a kind of a thriller here, A Secret Life of Writers. And it's a kind of a thriller about a writer who's gone on a holiday to do a kind of a writer's retreat almost. And then a body is found. Lovely, love a bit of thriller. New one by Anna Hope. Fantastic. The White Rock. Got a couple of these. I think there's one is out somewhere. And yes, Author Expectation, and also another one. This isn't just a second. I haven't got time for this, Catherine. Anyway, The White Rock. It's in stock. Come on, speed up. Oh, now this has been good. This has been getting quite a bit of press here. Bad Fruit. You may have seen this on social media. It's been picked up quite a lot, actually. It looks right up my street. So it's an interesting kind of, there's a mother and daughter scenario. The daughter is looking after the mother, trying to kind of keep her on an even keel. The mother has issues, and there's something going on here. And it says, gripping and devastating from a voice that cuts as sharp as a knife. There's an unforgettable story about a family gone bad. Fantastic. I want to read this. Meet Mama. A good mother or a good liar? Brilliant. Lovely. I want to read that. Next up. Oh, yes. Well, yes. A bit of a treat here. So the new one by Barney Norris. Been a while since something came out here. So this is a new fiction. Nice endorsement by Claire Fuller. We know we like Claire Fuller. So filled with hope and characteristic warmth, Undercurrent is a moving and intimate portrait of love, life, and why we choose to share ours with the people we do. Interesting. Love things like that. And then I went rummaging on the shelf and I had the previous one by Barney Norris at half price. Hardback. And it was only £12.99 to start with. Anyway, so there's a new one here. And if you're not quite ready to take the gamble on a hardback, then the previous one is half price. Just one copy. Now, feast your mince pies on that. Look at that. Oh, my days. Yes, that actually deserves a bit more effort. Come on, Catherine. Oh, blimey, that's lovely. This is Gods of Want. Stories. Sorry, my pronunciation isn't brilliant. So this is surreal and seductive, brimming with moths, myths and mothers, 9-headed birds, ghost cousins and a storm chaser. Gods of Want is a startling first collection of short stories from a rising talent. Whoa. Nice. Beautiful. Gods of Want. Very nicely put together. Who published that? Harville. Of course it is. They do nice things. Next up, this one's been doing quietly well. I think you'll see a lot on this one. Cara Angelico, author of the first book. Yeah. She's been raving about this one. And she picked this up earlier this week. Isaac and the Egg. Mad, sad and funny, apparently. Just Magic, Kate Sawyer. Nice endorsements. Very nice. Anyway, Isaac and the Egg. Stop dawdling, Catherine. I laughed, I cried, I sat quietly and thought about what I'd read. Future classic. Come and have a look. Stop dawdling. The Golden Couple in paperback at last. Bit of a thriller. Oh, well, they've written a few. Authors of The Wife Between Us, Anonymous Girl, and You Are Not Alone. The Golden Couple. And that did quite well in hardback, is now in paper. Brand new one by the wonderful Anthony Horowitz. Oh, blimey, this is a talented chap. This is a new Hawthorne mystery, Twist in the Knife. Now, I know a few of you have already been picked up your copies, so thank you very much. So, yes, it's set in a theatre. Stage door. Lovely. Ooh, yeah. So, Anthony Horowitz, of course. Now, there was an interview with him on some programme, and he was talking about this particular book, and he set himself as one of the characters within the book. Very clever. Very nice. And the new one by Journal Ryan, The Queen of Dirt Island, has come in now. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Very, very nice. There's a couple of those. Steve Kavanagh, The Accomplice, that's done quite well. So back in again. The Accomplice. Yes, he does well. A bit in the way there. And then lastly on the fiction, something a little lighter, the Lighthouse Bookshop. Kind of summer reading. Lovely. Very nice. Put that there, Catherine. I found a little bit more non-fiction. You're waiting for this to come in. This is the book that Deborah James Bal Babe, remember her? Oh God, that was tough. That was tough. So this is the book she wrote when she became ill, and it's just been published. This is How to Live When You Could Be Dead. You know, what a sense of humour she had. So here it is at last. Question your life as if you didn't have a tomorrow, like the way you want it today. Live like the way you want it today. Oh, difficult. So on the shelves here. And then, not that I'm wishing the year away, but a few diaries have been turning up. The wonderful Faber and Faber Poetry Diary. We get them every year. They do two sorts. There's a plain poetry diary with some gorgeous poetry covers and snippets inside. And then they do the Liberty print. And this is this year's. And it's glorious with the gorgeous peacock feathers on there. Yes, Victoria, yours is safe. It's underneath there. And then a few more. There's the RHS Wild in the Garden one. It's cute. Then a couple more RHS, a little pocket one and a slightly larger one. They always do really well each year. So they've started arriving already. Few for children, not much, and then you could be on your way. Some little flashcards. Now these are brilliant. Look how glorious they are. DK, they look like DK. DK, Dolly Kindersley. And what they are, there's Animals of the World flashcards, and this one you get, how many, 168 cards. And you get a picture of the card and some snippets on here. And it's great for children for a bit of learning and whatnot. And there's lots of them in there. Flashcards, Animals of the World. And then we have Trees of the World. And actually, it'd be a fun thing for all the family, not just for children. A new little picture book here. Never let a Diplodocus draw. I can't think why not, but okay. Little storybook. A new little cookbook for children. How many ways can you cook an egg? Fun-filled recipes for all the family, but fun for the little ones to do. And yeah, it's not just eggs, it's kind of cooking all sorts of things, pulses, vegetables, fish, and it's kind of where your food comes from. And then you get a little recipe as well, and it's lovely, it's fun, and it smells good too. Nearly there. What have we got? Two left. Now this was, you might remember I showed one of these a little while ago, and I can't remember what it was about. It was about vehicles or something. And what you get is some little pieces of card shapes in here, a little book here. So as you can see, this is the Dino Express train. And then you you could stick them all together and do your little, you know, stick these things a bit like a jigsaw for the Super Tiny Tots first stage. Kind of slot them together to make a little train of all of that and a little book in here. It's really sweet, kind of cute. For your very, very, very young, it's kind of aged one maybe. And then lastly this, look at that beautiful thing. Curtain Up, really lovely. Children's hardback picture book. And what it is, this is behind the scenes at the Royal Opera House. And it is beautiful. Really, really lovely. And what it does, it takes you and shows you all around the theatre. So you've got the costume department, wigs and hats, shoe room, scenery department, props, armoury, ballet studio, costumes, rehearsal room, dressing room, the orchestra pit, and everything, all you need to know that's going to make up a production, and a glossary and some fun facts. Really, really, really beautifully done. I think that's going to be a lovely one for Christmas. Yeah, but all year. But I'm going to keep that in stock for some time yet. I think that's going to do really, really well. Lovely gifty book for the little ones. Anyway, right, I am done. I've got a snifter to drain and a few books to put away. Anything you fancy, let me know. If not, well, you know, maybe next time. Toodles.